So what do you do when you're working on your project? Like I've got this D100 here, and you run into this situation where either nobody makes the part you're looking for, or the part you're looking for just seems really expensive for what it is. I'll tell you what I try to do. Recently I've been able to get back to working on the interior of the D100. When I first got the truck, one of the first projects I did was replace the floorboards. They were shot. After doing that, I started planning the interior, so I lined the interior with different sound deadener. You can see here in the cab corner, I've got some Dynamat. I also got some on the back wall. I also used Eastwood's X-Mat under the carpeting and on the firewall. Then I laid the carpet. When I was doing all that, I had always planned on finding a way to mount speakers in the cab corner, so I ran speaker wire. I'm at the point now, or I should say, since then, I've been trying to find speaker mounts. I know they make some for you C10 guys out there. I think I've seen some for the Fords, but I haven't been able to find anything for these Dodges. And that's kind of what we run into when we're working on these old trucks and old cars. Either nobody makes a relatively simple part that we're looking for, or the parts that we find for something simple are extremely overpriced. So, I try to, if I can, make my own. And here's what I came up with. Now, this mount is complete and utter overkill. I knew I wanted to mount a 6x9 in the cab corner, so I started looking at what I had lying around that I could make this out of. Now, I had this, which is 16 gauge, and I had some 22 gauge. The 22 gauge was way too flimsy, so 16 gauge it is. Like I said, complete and utter overkill for a speaker mount. But it's what I had. So I started off by building a template. I had to figure out, I wanted this to sit corner, at a 45 basically in the cab corner. So I had to figure out the back flange and then where it was going to join up along the door seal. Then I had to figure out mounting holes. I have 2 click bond studs on the back wall that mount a fiberboard across the back. So I decided to come right off those mounts. So I have my mounting holes. And then I cut the shape out based on the template. And I put it on my brake, or my hydraulic press that I had built a brake for, and I bent these pieces and then cut everything. You see I had to cut the top edge to fit around the door seal and just cut everything to shape. But I figured since I'm making this as 16 gauge, which is overkill anyway, that I might as well just completely over-engineer this thing. So I also added a top and a bottom. This is actually stuck to the bench because of the magnet. Here you can see the back of the speaker mount, which I then added speaker connections. This is actually made out of that 22 gauge that I added there along the bottom and along the top. And then I added those tabs because I figured while I'm in over-engineering mode, I might as well make a cover for the back. So, trying to figure out how I wanted to enclose it, I figured I would play around with some ideas. So this I made out of, it's actually just some like chipboard that I used to make the shape. And then I added fiberglass to it. And then on these flanges here, I drilled and I just used body clips, trim clips, whatever you want to call them. And then that all just goes right on the back. Like I said, completely over-engineered for what it is. But it fits. And there you can see how it fits into the cab corner. Now on the left side, you can just see those 2 little black nubs there. Those are actually the click stud mounts that are actually holding that rear black panel onto the rear wall of the truck. So I used those two mounts to help hold the speaker. The only other thing I need to do is add probably two screws right through the side here that I'm going to drill and tap on the flange that I bent on the face. I'll probably just drill and tap those and then run two screws in through the side here to help secure that. But I mean, it doesn't really need it. I mean, it's in there pretty damn tight. But just for my own peace of mind, I'm going to add in a couple of screws right through there just to finish mounting it in place. So don't let the fact that nobody seems to make the part that you're looking for, or the part that you're looking for just costs more than what you want to spend for it. Take that opportunity, try making your own. If it doesn't work out for you, so what? You know, at least you tried it. Maybe you learned something new. So, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll see y'all later.